Welcome everybody, this is Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications when I put new videos up. Today I'm in a collaboration called Not So Scary Halloween Challenge with host Krista's Crafty Life and Craftastic DIY. Make sure you go subscribe to their channels also. Okay, so today I'm going to take this scrap piece of wood and a piece of white linen and some ribbon, and we're going to make a cute little project here. I did go ahead and paint the back all black and the sides are all black. Now right here I'm just heavily dry brushing black paint on the top here. I want some of the white to show through, but I also want it pretty solid. Now I need to clean my table off a little bit because we're going to get this white material out and we don't want white paint all over it. And all I'm going to do is just kind of make a half circle. It's actually a half of an oval that I want to make on this. And I'm just very lightly taking my pencil to make it. Does it need to be perfect? Absolutely not. Just close to a half circle. I'm going to double check to make sure I am within my board, and it looks like I am. So now I'm just going to cut this out right here. Now if I cut it too big, I can trim it down. Obviously if I did it too small, I wouldn't be able to do that. So make it a little bigger than you actually think that you're going to want it to be. So now we're going to lay it on the board and see what we think. Okay, it's a little big. Let's trim her down just a little bit here. So I'm just going to fold it in half and cut that side off. Not making a big deal about it. My cuts aren't straight or anything. But for what we're making right here, it doesn't matter. Now this is 2 pieces thick because this is very thin linen, and I didn't want you to be able to see through it. So that's why I did 2 pieces. I'm just hot gluing them together. It'd be really cute if you sewed them with some black thread. That would be a really cool idea to do also. Now I'm just going to put glue on the back of this, and we're just going to put it on our board right here. Very cute. I like how this is turning out. I'm just going to make sure that's pressed down a little bit, spread out right there, and I think that looks cute. So now I'm just going to take these pieces of ribbon that I have, and I'm just going to cut 4 of them all out about the same size. I don't want them too big, just to make just a little baby bow to put on our little half circle here. So now I'm just kind of making a messy bow. I'm just slapping the ribbon together, alternating the different ribbons and stuff like that. And I wanted kind of the rickrack to be on top. Now I took some black jute right here to tie it all together. I just tied it in a knot, and then I left the little tails as part of the bow. I thought they were cute, so I just left them as part of the bow. I cut those off there, and then I had a couple pieces of ribbon that were a little crazy, so I trimmed those off, and I've got a cute little bow now. Okay, now I'm going to grab some buttons that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to pull out a couple big ones. I originally was going to paint the eyes on here, but as soon as I opened that button or that little jar of ribbons, buttons, excuse me, I really thought those would be cute eyes too. So you can do what you want here. Felt, paint them, buttons, whatever. My buttons don't match, and I kind of like that. So I'm just going to give our little ghost a bow right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put a small button in the center just to cover up that knot right there. I think this turned out absolutely adorable. I love how this turned out and looked, and it was all made with stuff that I already had. I had some linen, I had buttons that I'd already bought. This was a scrap board that had something different on it that I just painted over, but I think it turned out really cute. Let me know what you guys think about this first DIY. Okay, DIY number 2. This is fun. I took some wood, some scrap wood, and I cut out Boo, and I made a long one for a stand. I made the bee kind of look like it was a ghost, with his point on top of his head kind of blowing back. But as you can tell, it's 3 ghosts, but the first one's in the shape of a bee. Now all I'm going to do is paint these whites. This is such a simple and fun little DIY. I cut this out on actually I cut it out on my jigsaw because at the time my scroll saw was down, but it would be really cute just to cut with your scroll saw to get all up in there and all that. So we're just going to paint them all white. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, my bottom piece, that the three were letters, are going to sit on. I'm going to paint those black just to add a little bit of an accent to bring out the, the black that I'm going to paint on the B and the O and the O. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, now that everything's good and dry, I'm going to start working on, the center of the B's, the two D-shaped areas on the B's. Now, I am not real good at freehand painting. I do enough to get by, but I'm not real good at it, and it doesn't matter to me that these are a little lopsided or anything like that, because these are supposed to be fun and whimsical, cute little ghosts, and I think they're going to be just fine. Now here is my eyes for this ghost here, and of course I'm going to put mouths on them. You don't have to put a mouth on them, you could just put the eyes, and you know what, you don't even have to do eyes on your ghosts and stuff if you don't want to. You could just leave them white. So this one here I'm going to have a little bit fatter of more of a round boo mouth there. So they're all different. I'm not trying to make them all the same. So let's get those dry a little bit. Now, of course, we need to, get some shadowing on there, get some distressing effect. So I'm going to use my black, and I'm just going to use the edge of my paintbrush that I was already using. And I'm going to go ahead and a little bit darker, kind of dry brush the edges, just so that it looks a little bit different and add a little bit of contrast and make my project look like it has some depth and stuff. I'm going to do the front and the back because you will be able to see it from the back. And I'm just going to do that on all of it. Some places I got a little thicker, a little thinner in other places, and I like that look. I don't like perfection, so I like things to look like they are handmade and made with love. So the fact that it's a little bit thicker in some spots and thinner in others, it does not bother me at all. I think these little guys are just cute as could be. Now, of course, we need to sand a little bit off and distress up our little bottom here. Now, this bottom piece here, you could glue the BOO onto this bottom piece. In this video, I did not do that. I just let them sit on top. You could even, brad nail them together if you needed to, or whatever. I just left them sitting on top there. Okay, so now I'm going to lay them down so you guys can see what they kind of look like. I think they turned out very, very cute. Let me know what you think about this DIY. It's DIY number 2. I think it's just adorable. All right, you guys, here we are in DIY number 3, and guess what? We're making more ghosts. Why wouldn't we, right? Now, I'm going to tell you this. I went through and stained all of these with the antiquing wax. I don't know why I did. I was kind of thinking about going a little bit different direction with these 3 little guys. And again, I cut these out with my jigsaw out of scrap wood that I had out in the barn. I do believe this is 1x6 that I had some extra pieces for. Now, like I said, I don't know why I put the wax on first, so you can skip that step entirely. But here I went ahead and painted them white, and we got them all nice and dry. And again, we're going to put some little faces on them. I want them all to have a little bit different expression. I used my Sharpie first. I thought, well, maybe the Sharpie might be a little easier, have a little more control than the paintbrush. But after I started putting them on there, I realized that it was going to be a little more difficult to just use the Sharpie. So I did the shapes, and then I went in with my little paintbrush and just filled all that in. Okay, so here we have 3 fun little ghosts. But let's give them a little more character when we get done painting the eyes and the mouth on all of them. I think they're cute. They just make me smile when I see them. I just think they're a fun little project and something so simple and so easy. So now I'm just going to grab some ribbon and let's give these guys some character. I think it's going to be fun. This first one right here, of course, we need to have just a little bow so it can be our little girl ghost right here. I think she's so cute. And then I'm going to take another piece of ribbon. It's still black ribbon, but this one's kind of shiny and sparkly. And I'm attempting to make a bow tie. Not doing a real good job at it, but I ended up finally figuring out how to make it kind of look like a bow tie. It doesn't really look like a bow tie, you guys, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to put it underneath the mouth on the second ghost, so it looks like it's our little boy ghost. And have a little bow tie right there. Okay, so we've got to add some character to that third one, and I'm thinking, okay, I've got the boy and I've got the girl. What can I do that could be something a little bit different? So I went ahead and tied another bow, and I thought, I'm going to put this up here at the top. Well, as I was doing it, and I had those real long tails on there, I was like, oh my gosh, let's have it look like it's a headband going around the top of our ghost here. So I think this turned out really cute and just something a little bit different than the norm. Almost looks like a flapper girl ghost, you know, with the headband with the little bow on it. And then the little ghost skirt at the bottom. So anyway, look at the 3 little ghosts. I absolutely love how these look. These are perfect for your tiered trays and all that kind of stuff. And I greatly appreciate you guys all coming and checking me out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And again, this was a Not So Scary Halloween challenge with host Krista, Crafty Life, and Craftastic DIY. Make sure you go check out their channels and subscribe to them also. I would absolutely love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notification, like, comment, and share if possible. Thanks, you guys.